And welcome back to the Baltic eSports League Pro Season 1. I'm still Derek Danger, and together with me is Arlight. And well, we end our first matchup of the evening, which was Public Enemy versus NACL, where Public Enemy had a convincing 2-0 over NACL. And now it's going to be the hype matchup. It's Imantas 5 versus Iron Wolves. And well, this is going to be a big one because Imantas 5 is still undefeated. And Iron Wolves have lost one matchup due to forfeit.
Yeah, and it is going to be probably the best Latvian team facing off against the best Lithuanian team in this tournament this evening. So it has to be most exciting match of this week, the very last one as well. So it is finally going to be the full roster for Iron Wolves. It's going to be no substitutes this time. So, hoping to see a very exciting gameplay from Iron Wolves' players.
And talking about rosters, for Imantas 5, we got GOEXANIMO in the top lane, Homeless Master in the jungle, Faison on mid lane, and Fabian Rutsko on bot lane.
And for Iron Wolves, it is Chosen in the top lane, Warden in jungle, middle lane is covered by Solius, and the bot lane, together with Optimus, is Zavielis.
And well, it's going to be an interesting one because we haven't seen Iron Wolves with the full roster. We're yet to see, since they had all of their games with substitutes, we have to see if they have practiced enough with the main roster. And yeah, what do you think? Well, obviously Iron Wolves still are the heavy favorites as they were coming as first in BSL. Well, coming in BSL, they were coming as rank 1 in the power rankings.
Yeah.
But Imantas 5 have shown some strong showings, and actually, yeah, mostly stopping every team they meet so far.
Yeah, I do hope that from what we have seen in Imantas 5 games, they are really aggressive and really confident against any team that has shown up to play against them. I hope that they don't lose the confidence and show good gameplay in this matchup as well. So the key factor is to not lose confidence and not lose your focus when playing against these kings of the Baltics who are Iron Wolves.
And yeah, we are loading into the champ select. And for game 1, Imantas 5 will take the blue side, and Iron Wolves are going to be on the red one. Now Rise as the first ban. Now we don't see it every game because Rise is mostly only contested around high tier teams, and in BSL I would say that Iron Wolves are, and probably after this week we'll see if Imantas 5 can be considered as the high tier team.
Yeah, and answered by that is a Tom Kinch ban, who is a very strong champion as well in the competitive scene, being able to deny any engages or aggressive play from any of the teams, as well as Braum taken away from Zavielis. Zyrokan still open. We know that they like to play it as well on the side of Iron Wolves, and Askarner being banned by Iron Wolves, denying that aggressive playmaking champion that can impact the skirmishes and late game team fights a lot.
And well, for Imantas 5, we've seen that the star player so far has been Homeless Master and Faison, like the jungle mid duo. They've been taking over the games, and well, so far no focus on the mid lane. So maybe Solius is confident that he can take any matchup, and we'll have to see if actually Imantas 5 go for an assassin or something, because that is what Faison is pretty adept on.
I'm pretty sure Iron Wolves have researched, well, maybe they haven't, but I hope they have researched how Imantas 5 likes to play, and they should be comfortable in seeing assassins or aggressive junglers picked by Imantas 5. So I'm very excited to see what they pick to counter a play like that. And it is Xayah, first pick, locked in by Imantas 5, a strong, still a very strong marksman, even though in the last patch the duo with Rakan was kind of nerfed, but the Xayah still being a very strong champion. And that pick is answered by Camille and Caitlyn. We know that Chosen likes to play Camille a lot. We did see Warden pick Camille as well when playing against, what was it?
It was Wigan for the first game.
Yeah, and and the Warwick Hubbard in the jungle might be that.
And
also Cho'Gath.
actually, you can never know what Homeless Master is going to play in the jungle. He's been playing like every single, maybe not even a jungle champion in the jungle so far. And well, he's been playing a lot of off-meta stuff like Warwick, the same Udyr we saw in the Udyr game.
Maybe Evelynn is still considered an off-meta kinda.
Yeah,
at least in higher tier.
They get the Xayah Rakan and the Cho'Gath, and it's going to be pretty rough for Cho'Gath if Camille is the top laner here.
Yeah, and maybe the Cho'Gath might go in the jungle. Probably not.
Maybe AP Cho'Gath mid lane, something we haven't seen yet.
Of course, very possible. Maybe it's going to be Cho'Gath in the support, and we can see Rakan in mid lane. You never know. Mantis 5, very crazy players. But as we mentioned, the Camille pick for Iron Wolves, you can never know where is she going in the top lane or the jungle. Both players can play her really well and show a great performance. So it's really hard to like pick against them, do the draft, since you can never know.
And we see Caitlyn being matched together with Morgana. That's probably one of the safest lanes if you just want to let Caitlyn solo carry the game, solo carry the lane at least. She can do whatever she wants. If the Black Shield's on spot, then nothing really that Xayah Rakan can do versus that. And for the second phase of bans, we get Sejuani and Yasuo from Iron Wolves. Now they're probably, well, respecting Facen's Yasuo enough to ban it. And Kha'Zix and Swain from Imantas 5. So we haven't seen Swain played, I think.
Yeah, I think we haven't seen him played in BSL right now, but I did see Facen try him in solo queue. Maybe with not a lot of success, but he did try it out. He does respect the champion, maybe trying to take it away from Solius. Since Solius is a very high tier player, he probably goes along with the meta and is ready to pick up a champion like that.
And there's a Kai'Sa cover.
A hover. But since Xayah's picked already.
It could be interesting seeing Kai'Sa in the jungle, as it's kind of playable, but it's going to be Echo for Facen, and well, Echo has had some crazy games so far on the champion.
I'm very confident in putting my bet on the draft for Iron Wolves, just because the three champions, Camille, Caitlyn, and Morgana, are so strong in trying to lock someone down. Maybe if they go out of focus, they can stumble a little bit in these team fights against a champion like Rakan. But nonetheless, Camille, Morgana, and Caitlyn so strong in trying to lock someone down in these skirmishes and fights.
And well, we have a note that Amumu is Evelynn.
Yeah, and Evelynn picked up as well, as you mentioned. Homeless Master can play these a little bit off-meta champions. Maybe they're really strong in solo queue. I doubt it will work. Iron Wolves, very possible though. That means that Imantas 5 haven't lost their confidence and their tempo and aren't trying to switch things up. So very glad to see them stick to their playstyle, stick to their champions, trying to evaluate how Iron Wolves can react to this type of gameplay.
And well, but yeah, Iron Wolves have a pretty stable comp, a pretty like standard comp, I would say, in this meta. And we'll have to see if Imantas 5 can just go off of solo plays, which will not be an easy task to do, since they're matched against mostly even, or well, a lot of people would say a lot stronger players in every single role. But well, there's always the story of the underdogs, and well, maybe Iman's 5 can pick up the first game since, well, at least the first game, since Iron Wolves haven't played versus them.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, Iron Wolves sticking to their meta, picking the strong champions right now. On the opposite side, Imantis 5, usually they pick the meta in the top and bot side of the map, but it was the big like snowflakes were usually Homeless Master and Faison in the mid lane and jungle, picking up champions like Echo and Evelyn and you know, Zed. We saw him play Zed as well. So a bit of off-meta champions, but they're still confident in bringing them out in BSL games. So very happy to see them keep playing it and not try to change the routes, you know. And yeah, I'm very excited to see how it works against a high-tier team.
Well, I would say that even if it was versus like the best team in the world, Iman's 5 would play the same champions. They're pretty stubborn players on every role. But that's why they are 6-0 right now. And maybe that is what they need. They need their stubbornness and the will to not give up at any moment to actually just take the victory.
Yeah, and if they do take the victory in this matchup, that will make the tempo and the momentum for this Latvian team, like, it will blow it out of control completely. Winning against Iron Wolves would be a story to tell for these Latvian players, and we can already see them taking BSL by storm. But if they win Iron Wolves, that's just very exciting for me to. That would be very exciting for me to experience in this situation. So we'll have to look out for that. Anything can happen, as you said.
And well, as the players are loading in, we'll take a short break, and when the game has loaded in, we'll begin the first game between Imantis 5 and Iron Wolves.
You spray. You're stuck. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
we are in the game between Imantas 5 and Iron Wolves. And well, let's see if for the first game we can see some crazy invades or anything. We haven't seen it from these teams. They have been playing safe, but that's been their success story. And on mid lane, Faison is going to meet Salius for the first time.
Yeah, finally meeting the Iron Wolves, the best Lithuanian team. Let's see if Imantas 5 can hold them off in this series. Try to pick up a win, maybe two. We'll have to see. We have never seen these teams face yet. So, yeah, very, very excited for this match.
So, it seems like that they have finally Faison versus each other. And, well, Xavier is looking for something on the bot lane.
Nice spun there, yeah. And Solis already showing dominance, taking like the more ground in mid lane, zoning out Faison in the mid lane. So yeah, the junglers will be starting with red buffs, both of them. So probably Evelyn going to be clearing her camps a bit sooner. And as you said, like Latvians starting to clear their jungler in the bot side, getting the leash from their marksman and the support. But we can still see Lithuanians starting top side.
Well, I would say that it is, well, I accept that as a jungle start if you're an Evelyn. Otherwise, it's pretty rough. A jungle widow. And Fabi already eating the first binding of the game.
And yeah, while Optimus and Zavelas have pushed a lot, I want to point out that Warden, right after the red buff, went for...
the enemy red buff.
Went for the
blue buff, rather.
Went for the blue buff of Homeless.
And well, Homeless is going to be there. He's coming. He's going to take the blast plant. And well, Warden gets the smite off.
Flash forced out.
Homeless has to flash away, and he's going to die for the first blood.
Such a sloppy play. Even though they had the ward in the river and the pixel bush, they did not read the situation properly. And even though the flash was burned out, he still died to, like, the first blood was secured. And let's see if Warden goes for a play on Godux here in top lane. And we can see that Rupture hits him, so does Hookshot. Red buff auto attacks
well,
landing.
he's getting really low. Will flash away, but will he survive the potion? Is sticking off, and well, yeah, he'll live another day.
Already 2 flashes before 3 minutes hit in this game. 2 flashes burned out by Warden in the jungle, showing a lot of pressure already. So the teleport forced out by the Cho'Gath, and yeah, nothing much happening in the mid lane other than Faison losing a lot of minions. It looks like so far. It's a bit hard to farm against Cassiopeia in the earlier levels, but still doing a good job trying to pick off as much minions as
and well, bot lane getting really low. Both of them stepping in a trap, so there's some synergy at least between them.
Some synergy, yeah, but already 10 minions behind. Fabi having a hard time laning against Caitlyn Morgana matchup, and we can see Warden creeping his way towards the bottom side jungle of Imantas 5.
He does not get spotted by the mid lane ward, and
Faison in a bad
does
position.
not know that.
Hookshot does hit, same as the W. Meanwhile,
he will have to flash. Warden
in.
flash forwards, and well, that's not going to beat. But on bot lane, they get a kill on Xavielis.
Yeah, very interesting. I can't imagine something like that happen. Maybe he
Xavielis didn't even flash there.
Yeah, maybe he got like chain CC'd by the combo from Zyra Khan, but I don't know. Still very weird. But nonetheless, Faison's teleport is going to be forced out in the mid lane while taking a lot of damage.
And well, almost Master going on top lane. And let's see, Evelyn will get the charm. Chosen one flashed away, but that is not enough. And now he's trying to chase them down. He has the Glacial Augment. And will Cho'Gath die? He does not. And
Codex surviving that. The Glacial Augment showing like a lot of fun. You can use it very well in these situations, but the Scion passive try to...
And well, Warden looking for Faison. Faison is level 5 though, goes in for a trade, and well, he came on the top of it, but at what cost? Because well, he lost some HP and now he's up against Solius, not Warden.
Yeah, without the red buff, Warden doesn't seem that scary when battling against these melee champions. He can land a lot of auto attacks with the red buff and landing those slows. So Faison winning that trade in the encounter against Warden is going to be farming out his jungle a little bit. Now Xavielis moving towards mid lane, trying to set some wards probably in the bot side jungle of a Mantis 5. Just going to
They want
the
to see where Evelyn is at all points and what he's going for something.
did
He
he
knows
spot
Evelyn
out?
is there. He will steal two raptors, so at least worth a roam. Now
And,
Faison does not get hit by the Dark Binding.
and Fabi trying to catch up in the minions against Optimus. Caitlyn still at least 10 minions behind. There's another wave crashing into Optimus's tower. And so far a lead in both the marksman role and the mid lane role for Iron Wolves. Both of them have more CS right now than Mantis 5. The top lane still pretty peaceful, I'd say. Not doing too much damage to each other, just chugging their potions and trying to do these little trades.
And well, Salo is looking to clear some vision, puts down the pink ward, but Barden's there in case Faison wants to interrupt him.
And still a health lead for
Now
him.
Warden's looking for an invade there.
Yeah, he's going to catch Rutsko out in the jungle. He does not have the ultimate, doing a lot of damage against him. The blast cone is used successfully by him.
But
Weird
now will
interaction.
Rutsko get away from this?
It does seem so, as Optimus and Xavielis aren't moving towards him. He's just gonna walk into the jungle, maybe recall, maybe use his passive to regenerate his health. Looking for some camps, will not find any, but the red buff. Bad timing from Homeless Master in that fight.
And an excellent timing from Warden.
Yeah, excellent timing from Warden being in the right position to get
Now,
the red buff.
Homeless Master is looking for a gank, puts down the charm.
He
Now
does have the cleanse.
Faison's in trouble. Solius flashes forwards onto Faison, gets the solo kill.
Yeah, gets the solo kill, and even though he was charmed by Evelyn there, he was confident enough to not use cleanse to get that off him. So very confident play from the Lithuanian mid laner so far, using his flash
And on the
aggressively.
bot lane already, turret's getting super low, so is Rakan.
Yeah, and Camille doing so much pressure in the jungle, maybe looking to get the second buff from Homeless Master already. He does not have any control because he has to cover the mid lane turret for now, while Faison is down. And the turret does seem to go very low in the bottom, and another binding hits.
Fabi gets trapped, and he is not going to fall. He ults just in time to dodge the Piltover's Peacemaker.
Yeah, very clutch situation there by them, but they can't hold off the waves right now. Homeless Master will not be there in time as a control ward spots him out. This is going to be the last wave probably to finish off the turret, but Faison actually moving through the river. Nothing is going to spot him out yet. They are moving there to set some vision. He is spotted out. Will it be enough? No, it will not, but it will keep them away, it seems.
But Almost Master is looking for
for
a
a
potential gank.
Yeah, he did see the Caitlyn crossover, but the binding hit onto Rakan. It is going to be an easy kill for Optimus, but Xaviel is going down in return. Will Fabi go down in this fight against him? Good flash from Optimus.
Double kill for Optimus. He's looking for a triple. Evelyn does have the
dodged
ultimate
it.
though.
A trap hit, but Evelyn gets the ultimate in time to use it to safely get a kill and escape the situation, the fight in the bot lane. It is going to be 2-4-2 down there, so not much gain from that. The turret was saved though. That's a good thing to point out.
And
Good
a
timing from
bad
Homeless.
thing as well, actually, because now the laning phase is extended on the bot lane, and that is exactly what the Caitlyn and Morgana wants to have.
Yeah, probably that's still like not a big loss for them because none of the turrets on their side are pressured right now, so they don't have to rush in securing these towers. And we can see Solius forcing Echo away from the tower again, showing very much pressure in his lane so far. And he's going to get the blue buff that will allow him to make much more plays against Echo, just because of the mana difference right now.
Well, Morgana binding did not hit, but well, there's nothing much they can do to protect the tower.
But
Homeless Master is looking
yeah.
for a repeat gank, but so is Warden. Warden's looking for a counter gank.
Yeah, and the flash from Rakan to engage the
It's
Grand
a four-man
Entrance.
bot.
Yeah, and the teleport coming in. Will Optimus go down in time? No, it's Homeless Master to fall first. He did not have the ultimate to disengage.
Warden flashes away.
Yeah, great flash from him. Disengages. The teleport was used from them. Will it be an attempt to push down the turret? Probably not. The wave is not big enough to secure the tower, as all of the members from Iron Wolves are alive. A lot of flashes forced out by them, but still a great counter gank from Warden and a pick up against Homeless Master. And just because Cho'Gath had to teleport there, Chosen us on Sion, doing a lot of damage against the turret of Imantis 5 in the top side. Already half health going down, and
well, they are pinging on the bot lane. Maybe they will look for teleport from Sion right now.
You can see Fabi still playing very aggressively.
And well, the root lands. Xavier is flashed away, but Optimus will fall from this. And 2v2 kill on the bot lane.
Yeah, very well played by Rakan there, landing the quickness. But Warden moving in towards Fabi right now. Hextech Ultimator will secure a kill against him. Will he be going for Rakan? No, Grand Entrance gets him out safely, as Solius was already rotating towards bot side and trying to answer that play. But nothing much happening after that. Well played by both of these teams.
And well, facing going in aggressive on mid lane. He does have the ultimate. It does not land on Solius, but the stun does. And unstoppable onslaught hitting both. And Solius is alive. Rootsko has nothing. He's going to be next one to fall.
Yeah, Warden,
and Warden just jumps in to send a message.
Yeah, very good play by Chosen Us there, using his unstoppable onslaught to cancel the engage by Solius. So, yeah, well played by Iron Wolves. They're going to be finally securing the first tower in the game. Even though all of the turrets are low for Mantis 5, the mid lane will be the one to fall in this case.
And well, yeah, Caitlyn playing good old strategy, going to lane and using the ultimate right as it's off cooldown. And yeah, 2 turret lead for Iron Wolves already.
Yeah, and this is 4,000 gold in 12 minutes. 2 tower lead at Drake, and 3 kills on against the Mantis 5.
And there's almost 2k gold lead on the mid lane. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, Faison not showing good promise. Maybe a bit of a bad matchup in this situation. He did go for the comfort pick in this case, but it doesn't seem to work well against a Cassiopeia.
And Cassiopeia not even going a BESL mask,
yeah,
going full on damage.
Even though they have a lot of magic damage on the side of Mantis 5, he's going way aggressive and just picking up the Rod of Ages as soon as possible. Going to be building Archangels as his second item probably from the tier. And the vision game from Iron Wolves being very working out pretty well right now, setting it in the top side, trying to secure the Herald right now. But there is a ward that spotted them out, so they're in a bit of danger. Faison looking to shove this out and maybe move towards top side, but Solius is.
They're taking the Rift Herald.
Yeah, they seem to. The Mantis 5 doesn't seem to want to do anything about this, even though they see the whole thing going down at the Rift Herald. Not being confident enough to make any plays right now after that misplay in the mid lane.
And well, Sion going for the Banner of Command as the first item, so they are already ahead, and that item is more or less like called more ahead item. When you're ahead, you just want to get more ahead, and it's pretty easy to close out games with Banner. Up minions, and well,
being caught out by Warden
we have an action here. And a big turnaround from Facing, getting the shutdown onto Warden.
Yeah, Chrono Break did enough damage to cancel Warden's engage there, so that's a kill onto him. But another tower secured by Iron Wolves onto the top side. Will we see a collapse by Iron Wolves onto the bot laners?
Sion and Xavielis is coming down.
And the
Dark Binding lands on the Rakan. Roots go, Homeless Master is there though. And they will go on to the Sion. Will Sion live? He just runs away. He just runs away.
But the Righteous Glory coming out from Godox, a flash from the Rakan did not result into a charm there. He just goes down to the Optimus. Now a binding landed onto Cho'Gath, and Faison picking up a kill against Chosenness. Good return kill after.
And well, will Chosenness get something back? He will not.
But while all of this fight was happening, Solis is pushing down another turret in the mid lane, being confident in the fact that his teammates will survive this and cancel any
And well,
recalls.
Varden is there with the black shield.
They are outnumbered.
It's a
Iron Wolves.
3v4 and they're
Yeah.
going for it.
Yeah, and it's still playing so confident in this situation. Warden taking a lot of damage, but still confident to stay in this fight and try to zone them off.
And Solius will get the turret on mid
Oh,
lane.
and the kill against Xavielis. What a great play from Homeless Master. Now a hook shot landing onto Homeless Master, but he did flash away. Now
Chosenness is there to stop anything. And well, Faison gets the kill on Optimus with the Hextech Protopel and 2 kills. 2 kills for Mantis Farm, and they're slowly fighting this back into the game, but Solius is not finished. Solius wants to look for something, but everyone's recalling.
yeah, he did not find anyone. But
Fabi's
like-
overextended though.
yeah,
And
Iron
he
Wolves,
has no mana. Will he recall in time?
Yeah, he probably will.
Yeah.
But Iron Wolves not respecting the Evelyn there. She was just able to move through the bushes and be at the back line of Iron Wolves there. Great position from Homeless Master.
She said that like for 2 minutes or something.
What do you mean?
Evelyn sat in
yeah,
the bush
yeah, yeah.
for
She
2
was
minutes.
in the bushes, playing very, very patiently there, and maybe she will be looking to find a kill onto Warden here in top lane. He does have his ultimate ready. Let's see how this fight plays out. The charm might hit. Oh, and the hook
And
shot.
well, Warden goes in, and it seems like that. And the
What a
ultimate
flash,
is
what?
stopped. The ultimate is stopped by the Hextech ultimatum, but Faison goes in to secure the kill.
Yeah, good thing that Rakan and Faison were there to counter that play, but I don't know. Still, like Evelyn trying to be aggressive onto taking duels against Warden. I don't think it was like calculated. That
Well,
he's
she
going to
was
have help.
spotted by the turret. Probably that's why she lost the trade there.
Yeah,
Did not
might
take
be.
in consideration, so Warden just instantly jumping in on her.
Yeah, the hook shot. He just blindly landed it. It seemed like so. Like good prediction by him, I guess.
And well, on the
bot
bot lane,
lane.
they're trying to go aggressive on Optimus and Xavielis. Now the Black Shield is going to save them. And yeah, Faison slowly picking up more and more kills already on 4. And
Yeah.
the gold lead, well, it has shrunk from 2k to 1.5k.
Yeah, meanwhile, Salis wasn't taking any of these fights that we were watching. He was just pushing down mid lane, picking up a tower and a lot of minions added to that. So he's going to be very strong when we finally see him participate in these team fights. Because he has the clans to counter any Evelyn tricks that she might pull off when trying to take fights. But
The banner, well, the Rift Herald was set down bot lane. They get to bot lane tier 2. Now only one more turret on the checklist before going for the Baron.
we can see that they're still going down to the bot lane, letting the Rift Herald do some damage to the tower.
And well, Rakan getting caught. He cleanses and well, jumps away.
Yeah, he uses the Grand Engine to go down, but Solace in a bit of a misposition. No, actually he is not. Just landing a lot of damage onto Cho'Gath there. He does not have the adaptive helmet yet to try to counter Cassio's damage. Maybe he forgot about the Cassio because she wasn't in the team fights.
It seemed like Cassio was out of position, but then she like said like no you and
No,
turned it
you.
around.
No, you out of position. And she's going to be taking blue buff away from Imanta's 5, and they're looking to secure another Drake in the game. That's another Ocean, so Iron Wolves will be...
And well, they're going for Solius, and Basilisk dodges the Petrifying Grace. Now Solius is too tanky. He flashes away, and well, will get away safely.
Meanwhile, Homeless Master finally finding what he was looking for and solo killing Warden in the bot side jungle. While they, like after taking the Drake, he was left there alone, and the Homeless Master was able to capitalize on that. But looks like Faison is in trouble and is sandwiched by Optimus and Chosenness. Is he going to be found out? Yes, he is. Let's see if
he has the proto belt. Oh, he doesn't yet, but he has the ultimate just in case.
Yeah, the Q doesn't land from Sion.
Well, some slippery sidesteps there.
Yeah, good disengage there. Homeless Master was there just in case, and the unstoppable onslaught was not used by Chosenus in that scenario. And they're looking to be playing on top side right now, just because that's the last turret on their checklist, as you said, and the Baron is still up. They should be sending one person to clear top lane minions, as we see Echo pushing in the wave. No one yet there to counter that. They're just going to look to secure Scuttler, it seems.
And well, after a couple of minutes of playing a Mantis 5 game and finding it unsuccessful, they decided to just calm down a little bit and stop going for those unnecessary team fights.
Yeah, they're just looking to keep doing what they were doing in the earlier game, trying to go for those objectives, securing as much turrets as possible. Now just looking to play the vision game, set as much vision as possible on the top side of the map. Some pings coming out by them. Evelyn wasn't spotted out, I believe. She's in the back line. In the backline of Iron Wolves. Will be looking for a kill onto Xavielis, it seems.
And well, Xavielis uses the black shield and
caught out. No, it's Solius caught out here, using Seraphs to try to tank it, but the ultimate does not land. But Homeless Master did go down in the process.
And Chrono Break then with the Chrono Break goes in and gets the kill on the Xavielis, but Solius gets the return one.
Yeah, in the process, Fabi was going down and Caitlyn is not in the team fight at all, securing the next tower there. Now Cho'Gath is chased down by Solius, and Choseness will result in a kill for Iron Wolves again. And even though the marksman was not in this fight, they're able to come out on top and secure a tower.
And they are going for the Baron right now, as Evelyn is still dead, only now coming from the base.
Yeah, and since Cassiopeia is alive, Caitlyn is alive, they're doing so much damage to the Baron right now. It's going to melt any second. And yeah, well played by Iron Wolves, being so confident. Like, again, we see another team fight taken by them when they are in a disadvantage. They were 4v5, but still trying to fight and get objectives on the other side of the map, as we saw Optimus picking up the final tower. And as Banner of Command will soon come off cooldown, we'll see the great sieging power that Caitlyn and Morgana have, same as the Sion, zoning out those turret spots really well.
And well, they just have to protect the Banner minion.
Yeah, but
most likely from the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, the Cho'Gath will have to step in, but in cases Cho'Gath walks too close, we always have Morgana bindings and Cassiopeia's ground.
They can just chain CC them.
Yeah.
Now Fabi is seen.
And Homeless Master actually caught out by Chosenus there, is going to be smited to...
And well, Warden's there to come in. And two flashes coming out, and Homeless Master is going to be safe. They are looking for him.
Out for now, but Righteous Glory coming out from Cho'Gath, going on to the Solius, but Seraphs and Cleanse comes out. Great engage by Rakan there, landing his quickness on a lot of targets, but 2 kills for Iron Wolves already. The damage was not there for Mantis 5 in this team fight, and the Baron push is happening. The inhibitor is going down. The Banner is on a caster minion, it seems.
And it might be the game.
And Homeless Master creeping behind Mantis 5, trying to pick off a carry maybe, but Fabi going down so fast. Face and trying to secure a kill onto Warden will not result in success. It's a double kill for Warden's Camille. Will Homeless catch off a kill against Warden? He does.
He gets one, but it's not going to be enough. Cho'Gath is alive, but Nexus is just falling too soon. Or is it? Now they're trying, but well, yeah. They just overpowered Mantis 5 in the first game. But well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's gonna happen next, because well, Iron Wolves played as we predicted them to play. They played cleanly, one off of lanes, and well, yeah, strong play from Warden in this one.
Yeah, as we did see, like Iron Wolves stumble a little bit when Homeless Master and Faison were picking up some kills with their comfort champions, but they did not seem to lose focus. Still, securing all of the objectives. Mantis 5, after winning those some of those fights, were not successful in trying to secure any objectives after that. So Iron Wolves playing out the game confidently, even though they lose some kills. The plan was still to siege as much towers as possible, picking up the Baron, using the banner effectively, and just finishing off the game in 24 minutes.
And yeah, that was actually a pretty well. It was short but exciting game because we saw a lot of individual plays from a lot of players. The same mentioned like Faison and Rutsko were the bright places from Imantis 5 once they. Well, it seemed like they were attempting a comeback, but it was not enough as maybe this playstyle they have do not work against organized teams.
Yeah, Rakan was doing pretty good engages there. Faison was picking up good kills, doing some outplays in those scenarios, but as we predicted, even though Saulius was not participating in the earlier phases of the game in those team fights, we can see the damage that comes out from him.
And
so much damage.
Saulius just destroying Faison in the mid lane, forcing him to back multiple times, and well, yeah, a really, really solid play, and well, that was on Faison's comfort champion.
Yeah, 18,000 gold. So Warden as well did do a good job in like setting up the circumstances for Saulius to snowball, just because Warden completely, I would say, destroyed Homeless in the jungle. He picked up both of his second buffs. There was like nothing for him to do, and it was just like a free farming for Saulius, just because the jungle situation was under control. And when they tried to collapse him, as well, Warden as well as Chosenus was ready to like help him out in those situations that he was engaged on, with the Unstoppable Onslaught, with the Hextech Ultimatum, using those abilities effectively and keeping him alive.
And yeah, as we thought, the Mantis playstyle is when Homeless Master plays around Faison. Now this time they got a taste of their own medicine, as they were pretty much outplayed in their playstyle. But what I liked was that the bot lane from Mantis 5 did not completely crumble.
Yes.
They fought back quite well, so maybe they can lean on that in the game too. But well, if I had to bet, I would bet that Iron Wolves will still take the game too, because it's going to be pretty rough on them.
We've never seen so far, I don't know, Imantis 5 losing a game in BSL. Maybe that will like spark some extreme abilities from them, because we did see, as you mentioned, Fabi playing pretty well together with Rakan in the bot lane, landing a kill in the lane, a couple kills actually. So maybe there's something hidden for Imantis 5 that they did not want to pull out, but finally losing a game, there might be a trick up their sleeve to try to take the second game from Iron Wolves.
I would actually want to see Homeless Master in something less squishy, on some champion who, for a lot of people who think that they do not require skill, like Udyr or the same Warwick, they have been pretty strong in Homeless Master. Or maybe they can go for some wombo combo comp, because this game was, well, they expected to win individual skirmishes, but maybe if they join together like Power Rangers, they can try to overcome this force that is Iron Wolves.
Yeah, and we'll just have to see in the second game. Still, anything can happen, as we keep saying in this matchup.
And yeah, by the way, it's Friday, and to remind you, Friday is Axe Day. So there's a giveaway is every Friday, and to participate, you get to answer the question that pops up in game, and well, you get to answer with hashtag Axe. And the question for this week is, what does the T-shirt says in the commercial, in the Axis commercial, where there's Metro?
There's the Metro, yeah.
Yeah. What's said on the main guy's T-shirt there? And yeah, write that and you'll get your entry in the giveaway.
Yeah, and yeah, let's just look out for how Imantas 5 play out this second game. As I said, there might be trick up their sleeves. They haven't unveiled all their cards just because they've been winning all of their games so far.
And yeah, we'll see if they have a magic trick. And for now, we're going to take a short break. Once we come back, we'll be right in the game 2. Well, the champion select for game 2.
You spray. You trip. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
Welcome back to the BSL, and we are in the second game between Iron Wolves and Imantas 5. And yeah, already in the champ select we see the Evelyn ban from Iron Wolves. What's up with that?
Yeah, well, probably like it was a problem for them in the first game. That's it. Homeless doing very good job in using that champion effectively, even against better teams, which I did not expect. So props to him, and that results in a ban.
Well, yeah, we got a Braum ban from Imantas 5 countered by Tom Kench ban, because most of the time when you pick Tom Kench, you want to, well, most of the time you ban Braum, you want to pick up the Tom Kench,
Yeah.
because it's such a one-sided matchup. And the Cho'Gath ban as well, so Iron Wolves will test their champ pool.
Yeah, maybe they want to force Imantas 5 onto something different this time. Maybe like test them out, or maybe they weren't ready for champions like Cho'Gath and Evelyn. They did show some problems for them. They did play really well. And of course, the Xayah first pick. Not going to be Sion. So Xayah still one of the strongest champions in the game. We did
Now,
see.
what are they going to do with Camille? Was Camille a problem in game 1?
I think that Camille was a problem, but Imantas 5 might fail to realize that. So Nidalee picked from Homeless right as Evelyn was taken away from him.
And well, Nidalee was banned in game 1, so maybe for a reason.
Yeah, maybe they just swapped it out. Want to see how he plays a champion like Nidalee. What do you think should be the jungler against Nidalee?
It's probably going to be the same Camille, and yes, Camille is locked in. It can still go top lane, but well, it's less likely.
Wow,
and
the
a face in
insta-lock.
Yasuo, yeah.
Insta-lock, yeah, so is going to be very exciting. They did pick Alistar as well, so the Pulverize will help him set up those last breaths.
They have played, I think, the exact same comp one time, and even though they fell behind, they had huge teamfighting prowess with Alistar and Yasuo.
Yeah, and so let's see if they are successful in replicating those teamfights that they showed earlier in the BSL season.
Cyan ban on top, and well, for record, top laner for Imantas 5 is Basilisk, who used to be a Heimerdinger one-trick, so maybe he wants to pick up that. All the tanks are banned. Or if they want to go really hardcore, he used to play a mean Quinn mid lane as well.
Quinn mid lane, very old school. That would be very interesting to see from him. But Ezreal banned out, just because it's a bit harder to deal with him when you are something like Camille or Rakan trying to make these engages. Ezreal is very strong to counter something like that. And Casso banned away from Solius makes makes like a bunch of sense.
So what do you think? What should be the mid lane pickup against the Yasuo? And yeah, we got the Jhin Alistar combo, which has been I think undefeated so far.
I think in the mid lane, anything that can clear the waves effectively and disengage or peel himself off would be a very good champion in this situation. He doesn't need to pick anything aggressive just because he has Rakan and Camille that can set up the plays for him.
And
But
Gragas picked up, so it might be Camille top this time.
Maybe it might be Gragas.
Gragas mid lane.
Gragas mid lane. I would love to see that. I was a Gragas player once myself. So that will be very interesting to see. Probably going to be the jungler though. And just let Chosenness play.
And well, will we see the skill matchup? And we will Zed versus Yasuo on mid lane. Pretty hype, I would say.
Yeah, even though they have like full AD composition so far, Solius is confident to play something like Zed against a skill champion like Yasuo. So very excited to see him make some of those good plays.
And here comes the Heimerdinger, or not. It's going to be Nasus on top. So last time Basilisk filled for top lane, he played Nasus as well. But that time it was into Maokai.
And what do you think? Can Nasus survive a matchup like Camille and the Gragas in the jungle. Do you think he can manage to play around that?
Well, Nasus always just has to survive, so this won't be like an exception to the rule. I think Nasus is tanky enough to survive a level 6 dive on top lane. Until then, well, he'll get a little bit bullied out, but once he reaches like level 9, level 8, he'll be able to strike back versus Camille.
I think, as we mentioned, the focus for Imantis 5 is shifted towards bot side, because Nidalee and Nasus will be losing the 2v2s against Gragas and Camille. He'll just be left alone, and they will be exploiting the skills that Fabi and Brutsko have in the bot lane. We see aggressive champions like Jhin and Alistar picked this time, as well as Yasuo having good synergy with Alistar. So maybe we see some exciting dives, some exciting fights in the bot side at this time.
And well, skill matchups pretty much all over the board, probably except for top lane. Not much skill involved with Nasus, but you can get a sneaky like auto resets and then jukes from the hook shot.
Yeah, it's
so
going to be based on knowledge, the matchup.
Probably every lane can outplay every lane here, so that's what we wanted to see in this matchup. First game didn't go the best for Imantis 5, but now they're on like their comfort picks and are looking to strike back. And well, for Solius' Zed, I don't know if Solius plays Zed. He probably does.
Yes, he does. I can confirm that. He's a Zed player at heart. I've seen him play it a lot in solo queue, in some tournament games. He did pick it up. So, as I mentioned when he picked it already, I was pretty excited to see him like shine some light into this match. And yeah, we know that Faison was one of the most mechanically talented mid laners in Latvia. So let's see if he's able to deal with some of the Lithuanian kings like Solius on a champion like Zed.
And yeah, well, while the players are loading in the game, we're going to take a short break, and well, afterwards it's going to be the second game between Iron Wolves and Imantis 5.
I can never forgive Lakita for murdering our mother.
I've been cooperating, you're just not listening.
You're not listening to me.
Pasaules top seriāli. Skaties visas sezonas uzreiz visos tavos ekrānos. Shortcut films. Tikai 6 eiro mēnesī. Shortcut. Tu redzēsi.
You spray. You're stuck. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
And we are back in the second game between Iron Wolves and Imantes 5, and from the draft phase already pretty hyped matchups all over the board. So yeah, let's see what is going to happen. And already a 5-man invade from Imantes 5, but it seems like they cancelled it. They just want to check if something happens here.
Yeah, and we finally see some signature champions from Imantes 5 picking up the Nasus, the Yasuo, and yeah, answering that will be a Camille in the top lane against Nasus. I think paired up with the Gragas, he can be abused pretty well. Regarding the mid lane matchup between Zed and Yasuo, that's going to be purely a skill matchup. We see Solus picking the Ignite, while Faison taking the Exhaust and the new rune, Conqueror. Derek, what do you think about his decision on picking up the new rune?
Well, I think it's going to be interesting. Probably not the best laning rune, because it doesn't provide that much in lane. You cannot cheese with it as much as like other keystones. If you take Fleet Footwork, you get a free sustain, press the attack, a lot of burst damage. So we'll have to see how this one goes. And Imantes 5 going for the classic Latvian jungle start, but Fabi in trouble already. Ignited, they're going flash, and Zavieles with the first blood. Rutsko is there to help out, but he cannot do anything. He came too late.
Yeah, what a great play from Optimus and Zavieles. They're picking up the kill effortlessly onto Fabi, not forcing out any summoners from him though. It's very interesting decision from him, and that will slightly change up Homeless Master's jungle clear. It's going to slow him down a little bit, so Gragas can match him a bit better regarding that. And
second game in a row, Imantes 5 starting from back foot. Now it seems like if they want to win this, which they do, they will have to play with a handicap here.
Yeah, in the bot lane, due to Fabi going down level 1, they are pushed in very heavily so far, and they do know that Nidalee started blue buff this game, so they're comfortable in playing as aggressive as possible.
And talking about Nidalee, Homeless Master looking for something now. Choseness does have the hook shot in case something happens. He is playing pretty safe, and well, will they go for it?
This? He's playing very patiently right now, letting him push up as much.
And here comes Homeless Master. The spear misses. Now Choseness will just get away with the hook shot, and that's the end of the gank. Not even burning a summoner there.
Yeah, too bad the Wither didn't come out from Basilisk.
And well, Rutsko using the headbutt a little bit too slow, will get poked down quite a lot, up to the hundreds.
Yeah, the bot lane matchup looks very bad for them right now. Maybe Warden is going to look for a dive onto Alistar here. All of the summoners are still available for them, so maybe they shouldn't go for an aggressive play in this scenario. He is channeling the recall right now.
And while they're looking for it, Rutsko getting closer and closer to that wall. If he gets too close, he'll probably get dropped. But yeah, Warden just backing off. But on mid lane, there's a big difference between game 1 and 2. The lane is going even so far. So we'll have to see what's going to happen after 6.
And as I mentioned, Faison being one of the most...
And Homeless Master on bot lane, they get one kill on the Salius already. Will they get Zavieles as well? He has no flash. And, well, the spear misses once again, but it does not matter as Fabi secures the kill with the bouncing grenade.
Yeah, Homeless Master doing a lot of
pressure.
And
well, on mid lane, Faison in trouble. Warden will get body slammed, and he tries to get away, but it's not going to work out.
Yeah, the red buff and the chilling smite was enough to make Faison realize he's not going to escape this gank, even if he uses his flash. Did try to stop Asaldus' damage with the exhaust there, but certainly wasn't enough there. And in the top lane, we can see Nasus doing pretty good trades so far, not being too far behind in CS, because a lot of minions clumped under his turret.
And the Kleptomancy, so you don't even have to CS. You just have to hit the enemy.
Yeah, and so far, good game from Imantes 5. Gragas was spotted out. because of Nidalee here. She isn't going to pick up any camps right now. She's moving towards bot side, and as we mentioned before, they will be looking to force plays on the bottom side, just because of the Jhin, Alistar, Yasuo, you know, keeping the Nasus alone in the top lane. And now that Camille does not have teleport, which was forced out in this situation, it's going to be a lot harder for Iron Wolves to answer any plays that are made on the bottom side of the map.
And yeah, well, we will have to see. Homeless Masters already on bot lane taking the Grump, is looking to route to the bot lane.
And we can see Warden moving towards top side, maybe doing a dive. Oh, a flash from Chosen, the Hextech ultimatum landing, with Warden finishing off Basilisk with the body slam. I don't think his gank was even necessary. It looked to be almost a solo kill there against him. So very well played by Chosenus there on the Camille. But yeah, Warden there to try to help him shove in the lane before Nasus gets back. Maybe get some damage onto the turret.
Nasus didn't have level 6 yet, so probably that's why it worked so well.
Yeah, and he didn't have get the chance to finish any of his items, building just the components here. That's going to hit him pretty hard, I believe. But yeah, the bot lane for Imantis 5 keeps snowballing.
Well, on mid lane, it always seems like someone's going to go in, but both of these players know better.
And the CS is basically the same so far. So like Latvian assassin battling out against the Lithuanian assassin. So far, nothing exciting other than the gank that came out earlier is happening between them. And yeah, so far, very interesting to see how it plays out.
And well, actually, Solius with the lethality item, I forgot how it was
Serrated
called.
Dirk.
Yeah, Serrated Dirk. He can win any all-in right now. Facing is just looking to farm up and get the first Zeal item. Probably the Phantom Dancer.
Yeah, Warden moving towards the top side was spotted out by the ward sitting in the bush, but same as Homeless Master, he was spotted out in the bottom side of the map as well. And there's an aggressive play in the bot lane, Ignite going out to Zavielis. But Fabi...
Yeah, just a trade, just a trade.
The spear misses, but the flash coming out from him, is he going to finish off Optimus? Does seem to be the case, but an engage
and they get 2 kills on the bot lane again, and Rootsko is going to survive, but Basilisk in trouble, gets 3-man on top lane, so they get something back for it, but is it worth in wasting your time onto Nasus, who will be able to just farm up either way?
Yeah, and it does seem to... it does seem that Imantis 5 will be securing the first tower in the bot lane as well. Oh no, the top
Teleport
lane
comes in from the Rakan.
From Zavielis, yeah. But it is enough to scare them away. But nonetheless, a very good fight from Imantis 5. As you mentioned, it's not the best thing to try to trade plays between bot lane and top lane when you're up against the Nasus. He's not the champion that you really want to shut down, but still Iron Wolves trying to answer these plays the best they can, and let's see if they improve their play.
And Warden on the mid lane again, looking to shut down the Yasuo, but so far we've already seen the strength of the Conqueror Keystone. Only with a Zeal item he's been able to match the Dirk's damage.
Yeah,
and it's going to get only worse.
Yeah, once he finishes his first item, the Conqueror's spike and his fighting ability will grow immensely. So we'll have to look out for that once he hits his spikes in the mid lane. But the engage from Rootsko on the bot lane will not result in any damage. But the ultimate from Zavielis landing onto Fabi, they don't seem to be dealing much damage against them though.
Zaya already used the recall on the feathers, so they could not go in further. But Warden is bot.
He was spotted out, but a flash from him.
Double flash knock-up from Warden. Will try to get them. Zaya going in for the kill. Fabi is going to survive, and it seems like the Truthko as well, as Homeless Master is bot. Kurnikal comes down. They're looking for kills. Everyone's super low, and they're going to get 3 kills on the bot lane. Double kill for Basilisk, and that is 3 for nothing for Imantis 5.
Yeah, Imantis 5 having the teleport advantage, Chosenus didn't have it for this fight. What a great answer from them. Like a very good engage from Warden, we have to point that out. But still, Imantis 5 coming out on top, surviving, and
3k gold
yeah.
lead, almost 3k gold lead for Imantis 5.
And it's only 10 minutes, so a strong game from Imantis 5 so far. Looks like they will be picking up the first Drake of the game, which is Cloud Drake.
Not the words Drake. Well, I don't think they're like...
An engage out the face, and his flash was forced out while we were talking about the Drakes. The Camille was did force out his flash there.
And Faison is going to get forced out of this turret since Solius still has the ultimate, the death mark.
Yeah, but Alistar and Nasus, all of them are really close, but they're engaging onto him. He did flash away. Will they get the kill? Hextech ultimating coming out. Looks like he's just going to be secured there and nothing much happening after that.
They're looking for more, they're pinging everywhere.
Yeah, so
and
the hookshot doesn't land. What a great pulverize by Alistar, cancelling Xavielis, but the movement speed was enough to secure Faison. The Z ultimate, the death mark coming out onto him as well, but
and well,
yeah,
Ironwolves turning it around.
Yeah, they did disrespect the fact that 4 of them were in the bot side jungle, just now collapsing onto Nasus.
Now Fabi might be in trouble. Camille doesn't have ultimate or flash, so Fabi will probably be able to get away.
Oh, and the slow actually lands, and Xavielis is there, same
but
as
so is
Alistar.
Ruchko.
Will they win this 2v2 fight? Let's see, the Grand Entrance hitting 2 of the players, same as the Q from Camille. Great play from him, chosen us to pick up the kill, but Xavielis trying to get the shield, surviving the ignite against Basilisk is going to go down to the headbutt pulverize combo from him. Will he go down in return? Chosen us has no mana, but has enough to use his W to slow him down. The red buff is ticking onto him, so that will be another kill for Iron Wolves.
Meanwhile, we saw a turnaround on bot lane. Warden was caught out by Basilisk on the Nasus and Homeless Master.
And a good return
and
kill.
On mid lane, action again. The last breath does not proc as the knockup was not connected, so yeah, solo kill for Solius.
We can finally see a duel coming out from them, even though that Solius' team did help him out in the earlier phases to win those fights. Did get some successful ganks to get him ahead. So the dueling power from Faison was not enough to win a Z that had already 2 kills and an item finished.
And well, Yasuo is going to get only tankier. I think that, well, I feel like Yasuo is going for the tank build, where he's not even going to finish the Infinity Edge. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, he's going for a cloth armor. That might be a ninja tabby.
That's tabbies for sure.
Furthermore, we can see that only 1 turret was picked up by Imantis 5 in the bot lane. Nothing more happening after that, turret-wise. A lot of turrets low for them in the mid lane and bot lane especially, the top lane being half health as well. And Iron Wolves are looking to play towards top side right now.
And everyone's going on top side right now.
Yeah, only Camille in the bot lane right now. Xaviel is trying to set some vision. He's spotted out 2 pink wards on the top side of the map for Imantis 5, so they have the situation under control so far.
And yeah, Warden's just hovering between top lane and mid lane.
Yeah, and I want to see how Imantis 5 react to the 3-0 Z and the 4-0 Camille. So strong duelers from their lineup, having so much kills.
And well, now the focus is going to be on the Basilisk, on the Nasus. He gets a 1v2 kill on the Camille, and well, Solius finishes him off, but that's a trade. That's a trade.
Like, while I talk about the dangers of those 2 champions, Basilisk just picking up a kill while fighting 2
And well, Homeless Master is looking for Solius. Spear does not land. He flashes forwards. The red buff has slowed him down, and a shutdown on Homeless Master.
Yeah, what a confident flash from him, even though he knew Zed has Living Shadow. He did have the red buff.
And well, Xavielis goes in, so does Rutzko, so...
And the teleport coming out from Chosen, as will he be able to help him out, but the curtain will come out. But Quickness will cancel his ultimate, flashes in to try to chain CC him out, but flash away from the Grand Entrance, picking up a kill onto Xavielis. but the barrel was enough to slow him down and pick up another kill for Chosenus in the top lane.
And a 4 for 1 on top lane.
Yeah, while Homeless Master was still trying to clear out the waves in the bot lane, he was not there to respond to this play from Iron Wolves. So another turret destroyed in this game.
Well, now Basilisk will meet Chosenus.
And Chosenus probably respecting him a lot more now after dying in that 1v2 scenario.
And yeah, Nasus is not going to get weaker by any chance, but so is Camille. Camille scales very well into the late game.
Yeah, they
so
have
we'll
like
have to see how the late game duels, if we even get to late game, pans out.
They probably don't want to go to the late game just because there's like a Yasuo and they are full AD except the Gragas and
well, talking about Yasuo, he's getting savaged. Chosenus going in.
3 people collapsing
and well,
him.
He's surely going to fall. There's nothing he can do. And yeah, Chosenus with 7 kills already.
Yeah, 0 for Faison so far. Didn't get the ability to show off his skills on the champion. He was locked down by Hexic Ultimatum, the Deathmark, nothing he can do there. It's like they can only play around vision in trying to counter plays like that. Because when it already happens, there's nothing that's going to be stopping champions like Zed and Camille.
But it seems like Mantis 5 want to do something for themselves. They, as a minimum, they want to protect the Rift Herald, as it's a big game accelerator.
Yeah, we can see them trying to set some vision in the top side. The Scuttler is secured by Iron Wolves in this situation, but a tower going down in the bot lane. Solace picking that up. Now Yasuo moving in to try to...
He's 2 levels behind now, only
him.
1 as he levels up to level 11. But
Pings coming out onto mid lane. Like Iron Wolves trying to... Maybe we'll try to
it's going to be a 5v3 over there.
Oh, the hookshot landing onto Homeless Master is going to be charmed by the quickness. Goes down to Solace very quickly. Now Unbreakable Will used by Alistar, but is not enough to counter the damage that comes out from Iron Wolves.
And
2
Fabi
kills for
cannot
them.
defend this 1v5.
Yeah, Warden trying to move in.
Warden has the flash, and well, it will not be needed as Fabi just gets destroyed over there.
Even though they get 3 kills here, maybe 2 turrets already. Nasus is going to use his time to stack up, get some turrets, like 1 turret in this case, and is recalling right now. So Iron Wolves probably are happy with getting 3 kills, 2 turrets.
And the Cloud Drake.
Yeah, just going for another Cloud Drake this game, this time for Iron Wolves. And Mantis 5 are actually alive to try to maybe catch someone off that tries to recall. They're closing in. Xavielas did cancel his recall. Let's see if Alistar is fast enough there. Does double
2-man knock-up into Yasuo ult, and it's going to be Xayah for Yasuo. Well, yeah, Xayah killed, and Homeless Master finishes it off on Xavielas.
Imagine the recall, like the millisecond difference. Alistar could have gotten 3 people there with his Pulverize and the last breath chained up, but the grand entrance from Rakan following up that play was good enough to like let his team disengage there.
But well, that's like only the preview what this team comp can do.
Yeah, we can see they answered
and
that
Chosenus
play.
Looking for something.
There's 4 people trying to back off on the Mantis 5 lineup. They did secure a tower, they're happy with that, but
now all the
Nasus
pings go onto the Nasus. Will he get away?
Yeah, Yomos is procced.
They're going all in on this. Now Homeless Master will not even try to assist them.
Deathmark does land onto Nasus. He will survive some portion of the damage. The Ignite and the Chilling Smite used by the Flash.
And the kill on the Solius. Now Nasus goes in forward, but will be overpowered by Iron Wolves.
Yeah, we can see Basilisks always, when they try to collapse him, he will take at least 1 person with him. And yeah, just absolutely stunning. Iron Wolves not expecting such plays from a Nasus. Maybe they haven't experienced that champion, like don't know the possibilities that he can do in those situations. And some pings coming out on the mid lane. Chosenus is in position to try to engage onto Faison. The hookshot lands, the stun, Hextech Ultimatum onto him, flash from Gragas.
And well, last breath connects, and well, that's going to let Faison survive for a couple more seconds. Now
Chosen is finally going down, but the teleport from Basilisk is going to try to lock down Optimus, but Warden finishes off Rutsko.
Curtain Call comes
on.
down. Everyone's super low. They might get something here.
Oh, and yeah, Warden goes down to the 4th shot of G
And
there.
here comes the Nasus, but he was a little bit too low.
Oh, what a flash over the wall. Will the dancing grenade pick up any kills? No, the
No,
feathers
double
melt
kill
him.
for Optimus.
The feathers just melt him as he tries to escape the death mark from Solius. And yeah, just such an exciting, mechanically intense team fight from both of the teams, showing a lot of skills. But Iron Wolves did seem to come out on top this time. So a big wave building up in the top lane. Maybe we'll try to get a tower there. Probably not. Everyone is back from a Mantis
And
fight.
well, Faison is there. He has the flash, but he's not going to go for it. Homeless Master is chasing them down.
Yeah, he's moving in. Will the spear connect? Does not.
But it
teleport.
zones them.
Yeah, the teleport will force him to back off. But
And
some pings,
Chosen is going all in on that.
yeah, he's like pings coming out, but the decision.
They know that Nasus doesn't have the teleport.
Yeah, but the decision does stand that Zaya and Rakan need to recall, get some items bought, and yeah, rapid fire cannon finished for Zaya right now, and the BF sword as well. So she's going to be very strong in these team fights after picking up like that double kill near the red buff. She will have enough gold to start melting the targets on Emantis 5 side.
And well, I wouldn't say that this game is as one-sided as the first one. Both teams just scramble again. True, Iron Wolves a little bit ahead, that's why they have the upper edge in the fights, at least at the
Oh,
start.
Warden moving in, did spot out Faison with the sweeper. Did not result in any kind of team fight sparked in that situation. The spear landing on the Warden will not do much damage.
And well, Nas is going all in on the Camille. She will have to disengage.
Yeah, the
but
hookshot was enough.
Solius is there to help her out. No,
yeah, will
they
Basilisk
will.
answer this with a kill? The death mark does come out on him, and that's
It's a little
just
bit
kill.
too much for them.
Yeah, and the Iron Wolf is doing a good job staying alive in the mid lane, not letting Alistar or anyone else, like a Curtain Call, come out. Like Emantis 5 could have tried to play aggressively, but they have enough disengage in that team composition. Having the explosive cask, having the Rakan, it's very risky for Emantis 5 to try to engage, even when they outnumber the enemies, and they realize that, so they just play
And
it out
talking
safe.
about outnumbering enemies, Fabi in trouble.
Oh, the explosive cast does miss. Good sidestep from Fabi there. And yeah, that's just a good disengage.
Yeah.
Good
With the-
disengage.
Like that was like the Piglet sidestep from season 3.
Yeah, where he dodged the explosive cast.
But that was a different Gragas. If you get hit by that, you get one-shotted. Almost. And on bot lane, Chosen is just pushing the turret. Solius is there to back him up, so that's their game plan.
They are going on to Nasus here again. Deathmark comes out onto him. A lot of damage on Nasus as
and
he
nothing
goes down.
he can do.
Will the hookshot follow onto Nidalee? It does not. The spear misses as well. They can't answer that play with a play on their own, and they are pinging the Baron.
But they're going in. Hex, the Cold Maiden comes down on Fabi. Fabi gets
He gets
killed.
killed. Warden winning the fight now. These targets are switched onto Alistar right now. Will they finish him off? But the last breath landing onto Solius, he will be destroyed by Nidalee in that.
Chosen is trying to disengage.
Yeah, good dodge onto the tornado. He's trying to run away, but the dashes come out. Meanwhile, Iron Wolves, 3 players at once, trying to secure the Baron buff. Emantis 5 realized that. The spear comes out. Will it secure it? No, it does not.
Oh,
Warden keeping his focus and finishing it with his smite. Well played by Iron Wolves there, but a very exciting moment nonetheless.
and Warden, did he have the smite there? Because it looked like the spear went really close to that.
Yeah, we see that the smite is like available for him right now. Maybe it was on cooldown there. I don't know. Nonetheless, it was very interesting to see how it plays out, because Zavialis, right in the right moment, he just stepped away from the Baron to let Nidalee have the hitbox that she needs to hit Baron, but still wasn't enough. So well played
Maybe
from
they
Iron
did
Wolves.
that on purpose, like giving false hopes.
False hopes. That would be very evil from the Lithuanian team, but didn't seem to
They
seem to
did
be the
have
case.
the ward there, so they probably knew.
That's just a conspiracy theory. We can discuss that later. I don't believe that something like that would happen in BSL games. And now, switching focus to top side. Solius pushing it in. Does not have the Baron buff because he did go down in the fight, and 3 people trying to collapse him right now, it seems. Faison dashing through the minions trying to reach him, but the Yomu's Ghost Blade is enough to let him disengage there. But another
And
minion
now
with
only
a spear
Nasus to
hits.
defend.
Iceborne Gauntlet will slow him down, but the flash comes out. Plays from Solius, great disengage, but the spear hits. Will Homeless Master move on to kill him? Yes, he does go down. But meanwhile, the inhibitor turret is killed by Iron Wolves in the mid lane. They're just trading kills for their whole base right now, like they did similarly with Baron. So the inhibitor goes down. Another one is in their sights, but an engage from Rakan, landing his ultimate on so many targets, but Zaya doing so much damage with her feathers. Will she survive the Alistar? He's trying to move in to try to finish her off, but the Pulverize and the basic attack is not enough.
And the shields!
The shields from
just
Rakan.
too much.
And it is a kill for Xavier while Chosenus is fighting off Jin.
Only Jin alive. Nasus will respawn in a couple of seconds, but they are looking for the end of the game. Nasus does not have the ultimate.
Yeah, let's see if the K9 Nasus has enough power in the 26th minute of the game. The flash onto Fabi, he's going to be disappearing in a moment. Camille completely shredding him, and Nasus will not go down in this situation, and that's a 2-0 for the Lithuanian team, Iron Wolves.
And well, this was much more exciting game than game 1 for sure. This is what I wanted to see from Imantis 5. They tried to go for the individual plays. They had a couple of successful plays, more than a couple. But the macro game was a little bit... well, macro game was their weak side against the powerhouse that is Iron Wolves.
Yeah, they did seem to lose composure later on in the game. They did choose to try to collapse some targets and maybe get some kills because they have like Nidalee and Alistar and Jin. It's easy to pick someone off, but Iron Wolves were quick to read that situation and get objectives on the other side of the map.
And we can see Camille with the most damage, just beating the dog over and over again, just hitting Nasus. She was behind for a while. That was Nasus's power spike, the big mid-game power spike, but afterwards she picked up a lot of kills and there was nothing she could do. There was nothing Nasus could do against that.
Yeah, like 12 kills. Warden realizing that Chosenness is very strong on this pick, being Camille, so he tried to get a little bit of a lead in the earlier game for him, so he can snowball that and fight off Fabi and other members on the Mantis 5. And having the 12 kills, I think he was successful regarding that.
And yeah, this was quite a matchup. Something to rewatch it later. First game was pretty clean from Iron Wolves, I would say.
Yeah.
The early game was like a 101 how to counter jungle from Warden. Mid lane was a massacre, to say the least. Solius just destroyed Faison in game 1. Game 2 it was a bit closer, but still the mid jungle synergy from Warden and Solius just overtook them.
Yeah, and we saw that Zed and Camille together tried to pick off Nasus multiple times. They did they did choose the right timing to do that play onto Nasus, but we saw that Basilisk wasn't letting them off so easily. Did secure a kill multiple times in those 1v2 scenarios, but that was not enough. The other team members on the Mantis 5 weren't on the same page while the fight was happening. They did not use their number advantage in those situations and just didn't come out ahead in those scenarios.
And yeah, well, that was it for this week. Now, we started our week with Team Coinflip Gaming versus Team Solomata. It did go 2-0 to Team Solomata. The same day, Keep Yourself Alive and Vegan Unit 4 was 1-1. And well...
And yesterday, there was the match Surreal Gaming versus Falcon eSports. Me being the mid laner, we did win both of the games, I would say pretty convincingly. Nothing exciting happening in those matches. So more about today, the Public Enemy versus NACL matchup. We did see NACL try to do some new playstyles we haven't seen from them so far. They did fail to execute them properly, and that will result in a 2-0 for Public Enemy. And more about Imantas 5 versus Iron Wolves matchup. Even though Imantas 5 did show their mechanical advantage, not the advantage, but their mechanical talent in the fights, in the skirmishes, in the mid-game team fights, everywhere, they showed good gameplay, but the macro did lack for them, and Iron Wolves came out on top. Even though the second game, Imantas 5 had the experience playing against them, they did play a bit better the second time. Maybe we'll see them, Imantas 5, growing even more in the following weeks.
Well, yeah, it's pretty hard to acquire experience in one game. But after this might be the reality check Imantas 5 needed to have. But yeah, I think they held their grounds okay-ish in these games. The first one was really one-sided, but yeah. After this week, which was like week 4?
Oh, week 4, yeah.
It was week 4. We got our standings straight, and well, I wouldn't say splitting first place. First place is Iron Wolves. Second place Imantas 5, because Iron Wolves are just one Imantas 5. How could you like split the first place there? Then third and fourth places for Keep Yourself Alive and Public Enemy. Now both of them are Lithuanian teams, so the top 4 for now are 3 Lithuanian teams and 1 Latvian team.
And further on, Falcon eSports being in the 5th place, splitting the place together with Team Solomata and Coinflip Gaming, as they have the same win-loss ratio, followed by the 8th place being the 4th Lithuanian team in BSL. It's NACL with a win-loss ratio of 3-5, same as Wigan Unit 4, who are splitting the 8th place together with NACL. And yet to show their strength, Surreal Gaming in the 10th place. Yeah, let's see if they're ready, if they will come back in the following weeks. BSL Season 1 isn't even halfway there, so they still have enough time to show their true strength.
And well, since it's Friday, we told you a lot about this Axe Friday, and since it's the end of the broadcast, we will announce the winner for this week. And well, what's it going to be? But till then, we can show you a quick preview. There are a lot of things in there. Like you will be able to choose 3 of the products. We have 3 different deodorants. We have 2 different shower gels. So yeah, and it seems like we got our winner, and our winner for this week is Oskars Rītiņš, and give it up for him. Give it a big applause. Oskars, we will contact you, so stay in tune. Check your YouTube messages, and yeah, congratulations for you. You'll be able to choose 3 of these 5, and well, for all those who were not victorious this week, come back next week. And do we have the schedule for next week yet? We do not, so stay tuned. We will post the information for next week as soon as possible. So is there anything you want to say?
It's glad to be here, glad to be casting together with Derek. And yeah, it's just really good experience seeing these teams play together. I'm yeah, just glad to be here casting with you.
And well, I'm glad too. And from us, we have to say good evening. Well, good evening. Have a nice holiday, and thank you for watching. Bye.